It is with immense pleasure I welcome Honorable Group Pro Chancellor of Ganpat University, Dr. Mahendra Sharma, sir, on the 18th Convocation of Ganpat University. First of all, sir, many congratulations on being honored with the prestigious Outstanding Tech Visionary Vice Chancellor of the Year award by Economic Times of India. In your esteemed opinion, what innovative technology embedded strategies should universities implement to attain global recognition and excel in today's highly competitive education landscape?
Uh, First of all, thank you, Professor Dipali Dave, for inviting me for this important discussion on the occasion of the 18th Convocation of prestigious Ganpat University. Awards are basically just a compliment to uh, yourself that you are on the right track. So they should not drive you into some other sphere. Um, Somebody told me years back that अगर आपकी तारीफ हो तो समझना कि आपके पुण्य कम हो रहे हैं और अगर आपका क्रिटिसिज्म हो तो समझना कि पाप कम हो रहे हैं. तो अवार्ड एक सिग्नेचर है, उसको वहीं रखते हैं. Coming to your question, it's a very important question because this question you have asked is as a point of a history when our country is going through a very phenomenal transformation. Transformation like aspiration of India to become the third largest economy of the world. Aspiration of our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who has envisioned making Bharat Viksit by 2047. He has visioned India as the manufacturing hub of the world. He has visioned India as the skill capital of the world. Now, when we are looking at it and when we are standing with one of the most transformative policies ever after independence, the National Education Policy 2020, we are sitting at a point of time where the country is looking at educational institutions, particularly universities. Our Honorable Prime Minister has believed in the youth, has believed in the entrepreneurial abilities of our youth. And that's why he gave universities opportunity of putting startup and incubation center. Now, when we are talking about all this put together, universities like Ganpat University, which are of their own kind, which come from the background of its founder, who gave the world power supplies, Shri Ganpat Patel, after whom at California State University, the Center of Engineering Innovation is named. The man who brings technology, the man who founded with his friends like late Shri Anil Bhai Patel, late Shri Ugarchand Bhai Patel, and many donors, this great institution. So, technology will remain the front driver of whatever happens at Ganpat University. And that's the reason it's no surprise that today we have National Center for Additive Manufacturing, which will be dedicated to the country by Honorable Home Minister Shri Amit Shah ji today in the convocation. But this center is 3D printing center, which will handhold micro, medium, large enterprises in developing their prototypes, testing the materials, making their products more cost efficient and effective. I'm talking about one such center. We have 11 such centers. We are working in maritime education. We are trying to put India's first deep sea diving institution at Goa. You can imagine going deep into the ocean, thinking about underwater farming, thinking about marine ecology, thinking about how engineering can happen at the floor of the ocean, whether it's welding, whether it's piping, you can think anything. And this is what Ganpat University is talking about in maritime. We already offer maritime engineering, navigation sciences. We are going deep there. While on the surface, we are working on logistics, We are working on technology which is related to artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, robotics, machine learning, you can name it. We have courses which we launched almost a decade before. People used to tell us it's premature for a university to start courses in cloud computing, big data analytics, cybersecurity almost 10, 12 years before. Ganpat University has been on the front runner. Today, the entire automobile cluster from Becharaji to Sanand, where we have the giants like Maruti Suzuki, Suzuki Motors, Tata Motors, Ford, Honda, all the vendors from Minda Motors to Mother Samsumi, Brakes India, they are all getting manpower, specialized manpower supplied from Ganpat University. The reason is we were the only one who were offering ITI education in automobile various streams. We offered diploma in automobile engineering. We offered bachelor's in automobile. We offered masters. We curated courses in electrical vehicle technology. Today, Tata Motors is benefiting out of it. Suzuki Motors is benefiting out of it. There are several top corporations who are taking talent from us. We are equally strong in electronics. We are the first one. Our honorable president, the man who gave the world power supplies, is driving the front run of the project into semiconductor. Ganpat University will play a vital role. We are incubating skill courses, we are incubating courses, we are incubating research program in technologies like 5G technology and beyond, into pneumatics, into hydraulics, into mechatronics, you can name it all. We are going equally strong into healthcare. We have gone deep into food technology. We will be giving country its first national center for choco bakery in February. So you can imagine how we are taking on the world. Atmanirbhar Bharat will happen with Atmanirbhar Shikshana. Students in India will no more be needed to go abroad. If universities like Ganpat University will take on courses, we will tie up for courses into aerospace, aeronautics. We have already got for the establishment of National Center for Aeronautics and Aerospace. We are tying up with ISRO. We are tying up with HAL. We are trying to reach out to Boeing. We are trying to see that we have top corporates tied up. We bring the latest and the greatest technology, futuristic thought process, and this is how Ganpat University will differentiate and transform education. And you will see, no wonder, 5 years and beyond, you will see less of classrooms, more of workshops, more of simulations, more of education directly into industry scale labs. This will be Ganpat University's answer and dedication to nation building. Thank you.
That's truly a global perspective, sir. It brings to my mind the importance of various ranking and rating criteria for universities, such as the QS World Rankings and Time. How is Ganpat University aligning its efforts to meet those benchmarks and elevate its standing on both national and international platform?
That's a very important question in today's global arena, because when we talk about ranking and rating, it has meaning for students' fraternity. It has a meaning for employment providing companies and their perspective, and it is important that how you get audited. So basically, if you are self-disciplined and you have a roadmap on quality, probably a matrice of all this rating and rating can become the foundation, and you can outbid them by being above what they are looking at. So every ranking and rating has their own flavors. QS rankings, Times Higher rankings, Beijing rankings, and probably our own rankings, National Institutional Rating Framework, NRIF. Gujarat government has GSIRF. We have our own NEC and NBA accreditations. When we look at all these matrices, you will find one thing. It is talking about setting your objectives. It's talking about your methodologies. It is talking about the accountability, and it is talking about your delivery. So Ganpat University has moved very swiftly and concretely We have been accredited with NAC A grade this year. We have been given GSIRF 5-star rating by Government of Gujarat, second year in a row. There are very few universities in the state of Gujarat out of 130 plus universities that have been given 5-star rating continuously, and we are among them. We are gradually moving. We are a large multidisciplinary university operating out of 14 academic disciplines, and it's a very marathon job to see to it that the quality assurance at each level is maintained and they are properly documented so that the data can be used to pave the roadmap for future planning and organizing of effort. We feel that moving towards those rating and ranking, Ganpat University also will be evolving its own GUNI ranking and rating matrice, which will be accumulation of learnings from all these global and national rankings, giving us a clear roadmap for ourselves. Soon you will find us into QS rankings, into Times Higher Education rankings, and we already have put a roadmap to it. But what I see is, because we are also into several heterogeneous domains, it would be specifically important that we remain collaborated with top institutions globally, with top corporates globally, so that we deliver on to the expectations of the students and the expectation of the society and country in particular. So you will see Ganpat University rising in coming 5 years and all these ratings and rankings globally.
That's very interesting, sir. So, your recent accolade as the Entrepreneur of the Year by Service Export Promotion Council under Ministry of Commerce, Government of India, highlights your visionary approach to integrating entrepreneurship into education. How do you perceive the synthesis of academic rigor with an entrepreneurial ethos?
Again, coming, this is a very important mind twister, but a very important question. The reason is entrepreneurship is not only about doing a business. Entrepreneurship is about mindset. Even if you work in an organization and you have an entrepreneurial mindset, you will bring the company innovation, creativity, and a business sense in whatever you do. You will be transformational. So, entrepreneurship education should be seen as a holistic viewpoint creation exercise and making students sensitive to the resources at a place where they operate or work. So, we have done is we created a center for entrepreneurship, and then we thought, why not see to it that every student gets entrepreneurship education. So we created a pick and mix model with 2 credits to 14 credits. So a student can handpick those kinds of credits at any stage of their education while they are studying at Ganpat University and can get exposure. And the deans are mandated to see to it that no student goes without getting exposure to entrepreneurship, and they are even given small projects where they work with startup founders, co-founders, and other places where they get understanding of what is entrepreneurs mindset. And this is our goal. Our graduating outcomes, they talk about not only being critically competent in the core domain of the knowledge, we try to see that the candidate is employable and he is enterprising. So while we use one of the graduating outcomes is enterprising, our thought process is very clear. We want them to have a thought process which has an entrepreneurial mindset embedded into it. And this is how we have taken on to it. And yes, on the formal, full format of entrepreneurship, we have a startup and incubation center. Students who really desire to establish their own organization, want to pursue some idea, and want to build a business around it, There is a full-fledged startup and incubation center at Ganpat University. Proper handholding is done at various stages, right from idea incubation to finding funding for the project and handholding them so that they can nourish and they can become a full-fledged startup successfully. The ecosystem is developed at Ganpat University. We have a MBA in innovation, entrepreneurship, and venture development exclusively for startup founders and co-founders, and with a very unique methodology. So students at Ganpat University are not only pursuing education for getting employed and getting skilled in the core domain, but at the same time are given opportunities of pursuing entrepreneurship. This is how we have understood entrepreneurship and we are learning fast. Thank you.
Incredible, sir. As an advisor for NSDC India and NSDC International, how do you see skill-based degree courses shaping the future of global industries and meeting the escalating demand for skilled professionals?
So, as I said, our Honorable Prime Minister dreams that India will become the skills capital of the world. And this is actually not a dream. This has to be a reality because when the most part of the developed world is reeling with the population crisis and with the skilled crisis, India is the only hope the world has. And this is where skilling, skilling education is something like when we say that in education, when you take up a degree, you take up holistic education in the core domain and you look for opportunities where you can apply those knowledges, while skills is just the reverse of it. You take a job role and you get education around that job role. So you say, I am fit to be an automobile painter. So your job role is defined and you have taken the content and you are skilled and certified by the relevant national qualification framework. And this is where Ganpat University has taken a very important step, that we want to remove this term called dropout permanently from the books. There will not be a word called dropout. There will not be a word called I am a first year pass out or a second year pass out. We have replaced it by saying that I am skilled to undertake this job role. So, what we have done, we have taken advantage of national education policies, flexibility, and openness, and we have embedded each job role, there are various job roles, into each semester of the course of study. And when the student progresses, they can take up job roles while they are doing the semester, they are embedded in that semester, and they have options to choose from. And this is how skilling is getting embedded into higher education. And this will ensure that we are providing a multiple skilled manpower to different industries, and the candidates can pursue their choice of job role as they graduate from Ganpat University. Apart from them, we have taken up the national missions in our hand, and we have been doing the Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay uh, scheme. We have done lot of schemes, skills schemes from government of Gujarat. We have implemented that successfully. We have National Center for Rubber, Petrochemical and Chemical housed at Ganpat University. We have National Center for Electronics, National Center for Aviation Aerospace. We have National Center for Sports Wellness and Fitness. We have this National Additive Manufacturing Center and several such centers to ensure that the skilling programs from the relevant sector skill council from government of India are given to the students not only of Ganpat University from our encatchment 300-kilometer radius, and we have tried to talk to the industry and we have set relevance. So you will find at Ganpat University such skilling center also tied up with top corporates. So what we have done is we have created a full skills platform at Ganpat University, where there is an interaction of industry, students, skill providers, and the national missions integrated into whole. And this is where every year we are on an average skilling more than 10,000 incumbent students as well as workers from various industries on skills. So we see that coming future is will be more about vocational education and training, as India will move towards becoming the manufacturing hub of the world. And Ganpat University has started preparing the ground to enable that mission of the government of India. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. The seamless integration of the timeless Bharatiya knowledge system with state of the art technology stands as a testament to a visionary paradigm in education. I cannot resist myself asking you, how does this synthesis enrich the educational experience and equip students to excel in a world that increasingly values both technological expertise and cultural wisdom in line with the principles of Vasudev Kutumbakam?
So, it's very relevant. We have two things to it. Our one of our slogans is "Student first, character must." So when we say character must, character will come from our values, values which come from family and society, which eventually comes from our history, and that's where Bharatiya knowledge system is inseparable part of whatever we do in education today and tomorrow. The second thing is when we are talking about a stable human society, we are talking about giving back to society a well sounded individual after they complete their education here with the right thought process and commitment towards their family, society, and the country. We have to go back to our roots. And our roots can never be ignored because those can never be borrowed. So we have to go back to Bharatiya knowledge system. And I must say, Government of India under the new education policy and the visionary leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister has done a phenomenal job in bringing back to universities and institutions Bharatiya knowledge system. And this is where we have started engaging every stream of education that we are engaging in. We find that we have, as a body of knowledge, tremendous contribution coming from our history, coming from our texts, coming from our scriptures, and we have tremendous role models from our history who have been demonstrative that how new knowledge can be curated and how they have used the existing environment, existing resources, and converted them into the well being of human society. So, while we are learning newer things scientifically, we have also to go back and relate it to what existed with us and how it is correlated. And probably this may also save lot of our energy in reinventing a wheel which was already existing. So when we relate and we find, we come to on several parts a very definitive conclusion that our Bharatiya knowledge system has profound ingredients which are already available, which should be used with in continuity of what we are doing today to make it more impactful, effective, and efficient. And probably it's not only about yoga, it's not only about Ayurveda, it's about anything and everything because that brings genuinity to who you are, what you are doing, and how it's going to be. And that's how it will always help us remain with a pure identity globally as a true Bharatiya. And wherever we will go, our culture, our way of living things, our way of seeing things, our values will help us stand tall. And that's why Bharatiya knowledge system has been embedded at Ganpat University through courses. We have started working on this since last 4 years. Our Namo Panchakriya is one of the concept we have developed out of these learnings and which we are implementing. At the same time, we are now trying to ensure that in each course of study, the courses which were there historically through our sculptures, we are trying to connect with a lot of organizations who are working in those domains and try to bring those courses as a part of value added certification to our students. And I think that probably this will reshape the way we are doing education in coming decades, and Indian education will become one of the most preferred education globally in coming times. So BKS, the Bharatiya Knowledge System, is a boon and probably one of the most powerful initiative under the new education policy. Thank you.
That's very true, sir. Your ideas and strategies are exemplary and you deserve to be embraced. Sir, I humbly request you to bestow a message of inspiration and guidance to the graduating class of 2024 as they embark on their journey into the real world.
So, to the class which is graduating, first of all, congratulate you for reaching this stage where you are getting your degrees and diplomas, but at the same time, you have reached a level from where you can activate your next level. So it's always said, like we play a game and we say, when you clear level 1, level 2 gets activated. When you play level 2, 3 gets activated. So your level 1 is over, but level 2 has just got activated because your thought process has refined to a particular level. You need to take it further. Keep engaging in knowledge. It will always work in your favor. See to it that all the values you got at Ganpat University, you remain committed to those values, because come what may, your values will always save you. They will always guide you. So remain very much clear about the values you got here. See to it that while you are having your career, as you move out, whatever you are doing, never forget to respect your parents. See to it that you, at appropriate time in your life, start giving it back to the society. See to it that you are participating in some way in nation building, and you remain connected with whatever is happening in your country and remain participant as a citizen to all the causes that your country would need you to be part of. Having said so, live a very good life, a very disciplined life. Learn to manage life in a way that it's rewarding not only for yourself, but to your family and to the society. And wherever you are, you remain a Gunwan, you remain a Guni. And people, when they look at you, they say, this man got educated at Ganpat University. And this university has really done good for the society and country. My best wishes to you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your mindful message to the graduating class of 2024 of 18th Convocation of Ganpat University. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Deepali.